What's up? So let's talk about what everybody's talking about, which we all should be, to be quite honest with you, because it's out there, the coronavirus. But let's talk about why, honestly, it's making your marketing more important than ever. So I just left Panera Bread, popped in there, used my coffee subscription, got my coffee in the parking lot, so don't worry, that's why I'm looking at you. But let me pull over here. Talking to one of the managers there, and they didn't realize that Boone County schools had been canceled. That's the area that I live in right here in northern Kentucky. And I don't know how many students that is, but like my kid's high school is like 2,500, I think. And I'm guessing middle school, elementaries, that's probably another 2,000 or 3,000 times 5 to 6, 4 high schools, I think. And she's like, "You're kidding me?" I go, "No." I said, "So you guys better get ready for an influx of lunch." And she goes, "What do you think that'll happen?" I said, "Well, yes, you've got people that are going to be scared of coronavirus and all that kind of stuff, but you've also got a large number of people who aren't going to be scared of it, who are going to go to lunch. Like my wife, my son's going to be home. My daughter and son do not have school starting this coming Monday until like April 20th, and they might come back before then, depending on what happens. It's a precaution. There's actually not even a case in our area. But I can promise you, my wife and kids are going to be at Panera. They're going to be at Chipotle. They're going to be at Buffalo Wings and Rings. My wallet's going to take a hit because they're going to be eating lunch 2 or 3 times a week out. You know, one of the thoughts is to pull back. Like, oh, crap, this thing's breaking out. People aren't going to be coming in. I think it's quite the opposite. Yes, you're going to have certain people that are going to lock themselves indoors, but you're going to have a very large part of the population. It's like, hey, it's the flu, it's whatever. Now, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what it is, what it isn't. I know, obviously, I know enough to know that there's something out there. I probably don't know that there's more to this than meets the eye. But at the same time, I see that there's an opportunity for businesses because there's not a case in Boone County. I'm sure there will be eventually. But there's opportunity for your business. And this is where it's even more important to have an audience. To have an audience that you can predictably talk to at your own will. Because if you can do that, now all of a sudden you control your destiny. I've got a client right now that's got 240,000 contacts. With our help, about 160,000 of them between their brand. And I'm going to have a conference call with them today. I'm like, guys, yeah, you're going to see, there's going to be people not come in. But there's going to be people we need to remind to come in. There's going to need to be a promotion maybe that we can get them in. Maybe even some reinforcement about some new cleaning policies we put in place or things like that. But now is the time more than ever to take advantage of your marketing. Now, I think I posted this is, more than ever, your marketing is more important because you need to tell your story. You need to tell your story about what you're doing differently. You need to maybe make an appearance in your restaurant or your business that it's happening. Like I talked to my partners at the gym this morning via text about our gym. And they do a great job of cleaning the place. But I'm like, you know what? Let's add a couple more people. Let's put a couple more things in place. Instead of wiping down the stuff this many times a day, let's do it double the times. But let's make sure people see it happening so they become comfortable. Because you can tell somebody something's happening. They might not believe you until they see it. And so that's a key element. And that's one thing that's out there too. If you're a restaurant, market this stuff and then talk about it and then show it. Let people see an extra worker walking around the place wiping down everything. And when that happens, I can promise you're going to see people put posts on Facebook like, man, love coming to this restaurant. By the way, saw this kid wipe down these things 20 times while I was in here. I had never seen that before. So there's things you can do like that. But more importantly, I think there's opportunity. I mean, I'm driving through Union right now. The Ryle High School up here in under 4 days for 20 school days, Monday through Friday, we'll have 2,500 or so students not in school, of which I guarantee you 1,500 of them drive like my daughter and have a debit card attached to somebody else's name, like me, and they're going to be eating out more. They're going to be hanging out. They're going to be meeting friends up, doing stuff. My wife's going to be going out. If she watches this, she's now like, oh, okay, I'm allowed to go out. But she'll be taking the kids out more often. Yeah, they won't be going to play video games places and do stuff that's like, sporting events like that, but they'll be going to restaurants and they'll be going to stores. So I think if businesses, instead of wondering, oh my God, the apocalypse is coming, they need to worry about, okay, this is a major precaution being taken in the U.S. to make sure something doesn't happen. And the majority of the population is kind of looking at it and going and taking it with a grain of salt. And in places like this campus over here, in 2 days is the last day of school for 4 weeks. Maybe get back earlier, they said. But I think there's a huge opportunity. And if you're not leveraging that, you're not looking at marketing opportunities, you're not looking at how to tell your story on your cleanliness, you're not looking at lunchtime specials, you're crazy. And if you're not looking at how to use your email, your messenger, your text, your Facebook audiences, your retargeting from your website, you're crazy. So I would caution you, yes, if you want to pull back a little, maybe pull back your ad spend, but double down on the efforts to talk to the people whose data you have and have conversations with them that are relatable. Because that's what I'm advising a few of my clients that are here in Boone County. I got a handful that are right over here. It's like, hey, let's come out with some lunch.